Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, as you have maybe seen in the end of the last episode, I have sketched out our mole block and I have committed to it. It's pretty much the same thing we made in the last playthrough, but this thing was just so super duper ultra handy that I just wanted to make it again. I think this will also be enough in size. There will probably be a whole bunch of change inside of the single mole units over here, but this is going to be our one giant mole block. Now, for us to actually power this thing up and for us to actually use this thing efficiently, we do need a couple of things. We need things like iron plate, we need things like stone, we need copper plate, we need steel plate, we probably need bricks, which is actually stone plate. We're gonna need bricks, coal, and a whole bunch of other small parts, and they all have to come in via train. Now, our train system at the moment is not set up to handle things like iron plate and stuff like that, but that does not mean that we can't set it up in that way. What we're definitely going to be doing, and I'm just going to sketch this out for you real quick, there will be like a delivery area over here, and there will also be a delivery area over here. And we will be making something like a main line going like this, and the main line going like this. And then we also need to figure out a way where the main line will be going this way, so that we can connect up everything. The main line will probably also go down here somewhere, so that we have a big line system of trains where we can just put down factories wherever we need. But I think the first thing we're going to do is we are going to fly all the way over to where we smelt our iron, and we are going to rebuild that just a bit. We're not going to be rebuilding it super much, we're just going to rebuild it a bit, so that we can make more iron plate there, so that we can make more steel plate there. Ooh, uranium, stay clear. And we're going to do the same thing for the copper plate, and then we're going to put that stuff onto trains, and then we have at least the basics ready for us to start up the mole place over there. And we will probably start all the way at the beginning of our first intermediates, like things like stakes, things like gears, things like whatever, engine blocks and stuff like that, until we reach full suitability as we have in our current spaghetti block. And don't get me wrong, I love the spaghetti block, but the more you build the spaghetti block, the more confusing the spaghetti block will be. And the more confusing the spaghetti block will be, well, at some point in time, that whole spaghetti block is just going to implode in itself into one big thing. That does not mean that the spaghetti will be over. No, quite the opposite. We are just going to make spaghetti in a grander scale. The spaghetti is going to get bigger. The spaghetti is going to be more big. My mind is definitely prepared. The spaghetti is going to be more enormous, more meatbally, more tomato sauce. Nom, 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 nom. Good, but let's start over here. So this is where we make our steel. I'm kind of thinking of just remaking for one, the steel part, and for another, the iron part. And maybe let's start off with the iron part over here. Because the first thing we do have to do is smelt it into iron, and we still are using these electric furnaces over here, and electric furnaces only have 2 module slots available at the moment. And we kind of want to upgrade them to industrial furnaces. I am kind of thinking of maybe even putting in things like, how to put it, like beacons and stuff like that. We don't have beacons yet. Okay, no forbidden candy in there, perfect. But we can at least prepare the thing over here so that we can use or think about beacons. So if we would have, it's pretty good that we still have all these beacons over here, or all these beacon thingies over there in our subtask. If we do want to think about beacons, oh, this is looking good. This could be fine. We could do something like this. Copy this over. There we go. That's 3 in the way. There we go. And then we have something like this. My main priority for the beacons is I don't really want to make these machines faster. I want to make them more productive. So even though we will probably put a hacking ton of speed modules in there and a hacking ton of production modules in there, my initial target is not to make them faster. It's to make them more efficient. And making them more efficient, I think, is the most important part. It will also probably mean that this thing over here will probably not be all speed modules. It could just mean that this thing over here will be speed modules and maybe even energy saving modules. But these over here will definitely be production modules as much as we can. Good. One thing we do know is we do want to make iron plate with this recipe. This is a really, really nice recipe because it's a 1-to-1 conversion. And we do this recipe once every 4 seconds because it takes 16 seconds to craft. We have a crafting speed of 4. That means once every 4 we do this. So if we have 4 of these, we make 5 iron plate per second. Yes, if we have 4 of these, we make 5 iron plate per second. Let's extend a little bit. We actually don't really need to build this, but my bots are just very, very eager again. We might still pull this in a little bit more because, well, maybe not. How is this sitting over here? It is going to be a conversion, so we will have... Actually, it is going to be a conversion because it's a 1-to-1. Well, actually, it's a 1-to-more than 1 because of productivity bonuses later on. Good. But let's have a look at this. We planned a yellow belt over here, so we should also plan a yellow belt over here, so that we can plan a red belt over here if we want to use our faster production bonuses as well. Good. Either way. 4 of these eat 5 per second. That means 8 of these eat 10. 12 of these consume a full yellow belt. And you know what? That's 12. Exactly. Interestingly enough, it's almost the same height. I love that. Beacons are available. That's good. And then the only thing we need to think about is that yellow belt. So, yellow belt going up, just like this. We could most definitely pull this in a little bit more and just make it a little bit tighter. We should make it a little bit tighter. There we go. We can make it super tight, actually. We can make it really tight. No, we cannot. We have to have at least 1 gap. There we go. Yeah, you over by 1. There we go. It's probably also not the best to build this over here, where the bots will be coming in all the time. And actually, wait a minute. I'm being very stupid. We can make this very tight. Because instead of splitting that belt, we could just make a red belt in the middle. Yes. Single red belt going through the middle for everything we need. There we go. There we go. That would mean input, 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 input. And I think we can just keep copying this. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Good. As for the output, we're gonna do something special over here. I'm gonna place you real quick so that we can make you a little bit shorter. And then we're gonna just find groups of 2, like autosave, thank you, like this one, and this one, this one, this one, and that one. Flip it. There we go. So that we can saturate any kind of belt coming out of here. Lovely. Very, very lovely. Technically, this belt does not need to go up. This belt goes down. But then again, we might want to make... use this for steel as well. Then again, I'm pretty sure I could just plonk this thing. Let's check here. I can't plonk that thing in there. But you know what? The way this wing is posed over here, I like it. This is a good place. There we go. And then we only need one more thing. And that's the sound power connection. And that sound power connection is going to be a very weird power connection. As we don't really have a regular pattern over here. We have a very irregular pattern. But that is going to be fine. It's just going to be a little bit wonky. But being a bit wonky every now and then is fine. Good. You for there. 1 higher, please. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then you at the end. There we go. That is power. And then very important, the most important thing ever, lamps. We can't go without lamps. If we go without lamps one day, it will be a very dark day. Yes. Good. That can consume 1 of the lines of enriched iron. And you know what? Let's make a couple more of these. 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's going to be our next level iron production. This is gonna be very lovely. Good. Of course. Well, actually, that's where we can use the module inserter. There we go. Let's have a look at these real quick. I want to make them more productive, not necessarily more faster. If we put in one module over here, wait a minute, we need power for this. The base ratio for these modules is 1 speed and 2 production modules means that the thing or the machine is still at the same crafting speed while being more productive. We could just add like one more of these and then another one of these, and then we are a little bit faster and more productive. We could also do it the other way around and do it like this. Then we are 20% slower, which is quite a lot, but 16% faster. I prefer this. This will be fine. At some point in time, once the beacon over here is in, things will be different. But for now, I think this is correct. So let's get ourselves... no, not like that. No, it doesn't autofill. There we go. But let's get ourselves a module inserter and then... Whoop. No config set for module inserter? What? Do we need to save it? I need to save it. There we go. Good. And then, of course, we're going to need some of these around. Just so that we can build over here. We might need also some at the top, now to think about it. Yeah, we most definitely need some at the top. Good, 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 good. And then we need to remake that for the steel as well. The steel production is going to be still the same. We'll just do one over here, and then one over there, and then one over here. That'll be fine. Good. Make it so, please. As for steel, I do hope that we can make coke in this thing. Oh, we can't, can we? Oh, really? Does the coke recipe stop with this thing? No. You know, that's perfectly fine. We can just keep this thing. We're just going to rip out this thing over here, and we're just going to redirect the inputs. And then we just have that. Really? Can't we make coke in an industrial furnace? I think it's the first time ever I saw a recipe that doesn't get used or can be built in a later. No, it stops at the electric furnace. Nice. Sure, keep it like this then. But then... Let's have a look over here. Let's have a look. I would love to use some bigger furnaces over here. Of course, we could just make the coke on the outside, and then we don't use direct insertion. Yada yada yada. That is true, and my brain is already going into full greed mode, and goes like just make this bigger, just make more of it, or maybe. How many do we have over here? Is this also 16? That's 16. And how is this? That is more. That's 24, I think. Yeah, that's 24. Nah, we're just going to reroute the output from over there into there. And I think that will be fine. Good. Speaking of, let's do that. And the best way to do that is just to let it empty itself out. So we're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up that. There we go. You go this way, and you go that way. Good, good, good. And then we just pull and pull. You go over there. You go over there. Perfect. And then as for these actually go up. There we go. There we go. Technically, these should be yellow belts, but since we have productivity modules on them, they can't be yellow belts. So they need to be faster than yellow. So these are going to be not really saturated red belts, but that's fine. That is fine. Good. And then we just let this thing over here run out, and then we just connect. Oh, it's going out pretty fast. This whole side over here is still running. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Good. In the meantime, we can check if this thing over here is actually working as intended. No, it's not, because there's no recipes in here. Yeah, maybe adding the recipes does make machines go, you know. There we go. Copy this whole thing over, and then boop, 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 Boop. Boobies. There we go. Good. Oh, it's looking amazing. Look how red it is. How much power do they eat? 1.75 megawatts each. Nice. How is our power? Yeah, we're gonna need to do power plant soon. I'm looking forward to that. Good. Yeah, we just let this one run out over there. In the meantime, we still got the back line over here of this iron plate. It's not, I think, fully going back. I think it's a revive line. But we are going to disconnect these two lines coming into here. They're actually being smolten down over here, and they go into there. We probably just redirect those revive lines into there. We do want the old base to be still working for a while, until we say, no, we don't want it to work anymore, and then we just cut all ties and just take it apart. So this thing over here, you go the other way now. Same for you. You go the other way now. Since we need this stuff more over here. Let's see. Sure, go like this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. Go the other way, and that's fine. And we just go past the water like this. Oh, but not like that. But do like this. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. And then we need to go up here. Let's go up here. Why not? There we go. Can we just move you over by one? At some point in time, I should maybe install that nudge mod, where you can just like nudge things like that just like we just did, around with like command instead of picking it up. Because picking it up sometimes also means you pick up all the stuff that's inside. And you don't always want to do that. Sometimes you just don't want to pick up the stuff what's inside of a machine. Because, well, there could be anything in there. There we go. Almost. There we go. You over there. And voila. Off by one. Also, not only off by one, also in reverse. So, there. And, oh, nope. It seems either I'm moving my mouse too fast or something else is going on. But, there we go. Good. That should be fine. And that's going to be even more iron plate. Now, the main reason we do this is we do want to put this iron plate over here also onto a train. So that's why we make it all over here. And then from the train, we then move it all the way over here where we use it for the heart of the factory. There we go. There we go. But that is in. The old smelting system over here has stopped working. Excellent. So we can pick this up. And reconnect this. You will be over there, and then you will be over there. Good. And then there definitely is one thing we need to do over here. Since this will be saturated, naturally, we do need a splitter over here. And then we do need an output priority, something like this. This will be the overflow line. And this will be the line that goes into the steel. And then we do the same thing over here. There we go. We get like an overflow line. And a line that goes into, well, whatever. There we go. There we go. And I'm kind of thinking of putting these lines into here. So let's make some space. Let's make some more space. Yeah, you go like this. And then I'm not quite sure if I want to prioritize any one of these sides yet. Oops. Oh, shit. I did it again. Yeah. Man, my fingers are all over the place today. There we go. There we go. But since we have like a productivity bonus over here, we will be making more than we can push into there. So we do need something where we can push out into a different direction. There we go. There we go. Good. Is my own belts on? Okay, those things are being brought. Never mind. Turn my own belts off, please. Yeah, they're only going to be annoying. Good. So that part is done. I don't think that the module inserter actually did this for the still ghosted machines. So let's do it one more time. There we go. Now we're ordering up stuff. There we go. There we go. Pick this up. Pick up the wrong one. There also seems to be something wrong with this belt over here. We probably just missed something. Let's have a look. Where is it? It's all... It might just be out of reach. There we go. Didn't miss anything. It was just out of reach. Here we go. Here we go. Go the other way, please. Good. So, then iron ore lines, or iron plate lines. We do have then this plate line over here. Over here, we could and should do the same thing as we did for the steel. So we're gonna have something like this, and we're gonna have something like this. There we go, and there we go. I'm not quite sure if I want to balance it or priority it. We will see, but we do want this to go back and feed the facility first where it used to be fed, and then we put it onto a train. There we go. We could also put it on a train first and still drive it over to the facility. Both are absolutely valid answers. There we go. I'm happy that this still works. There we go. Just pull this all in. There we go. More of this, more of that. Pull, pull, pull. Almost. Can we move this one? If we do it like this, we can. Good. And then let's have a look. We do need this iron to come in over here somehow. We could just follow the steel belt. Which will mean we need to get through here somehow. We can just rip up some more of the science center over there. But we can just follow the steel belt over here. Following the steel belt, I think, is the good thing to do. So you go this way, you go that way. This one will then be filling up the old system. And I'm not quite sure what we'll do with the other belt. Maybe the other belt doesn't go anywhere. That's also fine. Then it will just back up faster and we get more stuff into the train faster. There we go. And then we need to get through this madness. We just do it like this. Then we go like this. Some very nice spaghetti coming in. And then we're over here. What do we do from over here? We go like this. And then we're over here. And you know what? That's about where we want to be. Perfect. That's not correctly connected up yet, but that's fine. This is the old output belt, but you can't really see what we're going to be doing over here. First of all, we're going to have an underground over here, just over here somehow, just to get rid of it. And we're just going to simulate the old input. There we go. We go this way, and then you go up, you go over, you go down, and it's basically as if we never left, you know? It's still going to be the same either way. Good. Let's have a look over here. That's looking great. That's looking really, really great. I already know that this is going to be the thumbnail, so there we go, thumbnail. If you kind of want to know how I do my screenshots, there is a screenshot command in Factorio. Just do screenshot and then the size of you want it to be. This is like 4 times my monitor size. So it will take out about this chunk, about this size, like a maximum zoomed out. I'm not quite sure which units these exactly are. Doesn't really matter, but that's usually how I make my thumbnail shots. And that's a really, really nice way of doing it, because then you see everything you need. Good, but very important. For now, I'm just going to pick up the machines. There we go. Just take them away. Not required anymore. And now that we see a little bit more, we can also say that we want to take rid of this central spire over here. I'm going to leave the power pole down there. I think it's important. And technically, okay, here we go. Nope. Make one of these. We want to get rid of all the blue inserts in here. So, zip. There we go. That's cleaned up. Then delete this thing. We don't need it anymore. We probably also want to get rid of this belt over here, as well as this belt. Cleaning up is always so nice in Factorio. Just like here, bots. Could you do me the favor? Pick this shit up. Thank you. And that's the rebuild done. With bots, it's just so much easier to rebuild. Well, we already had the construction bots, but now we have also the motivation to do even more. Good. The belts are backed up. We do now only need a train station. I guess we're going to make a train station over here, where we load plates onto the train. This over here is still, yet again, only going to be a very temporary rebuild. Because sooner or later we're going to go into, where is it? Into vulcanite processing. And then we basically have to pick this all up again and rebuild it either way. But at least now we have something that we are prepared for, and we have something that sits around. And this over here will be good for a while. Perfect. We're going to do the same, or I'm going to do the same for copper. I'm just going to make something like a copy of this. Actually, I'm just going to make a copy of this and place it probably over here, because the copper is coming in over here. And then we're going to reconnect the copper over here so it goes back into the base, as well as make a train station where the copper will be put onto the system. And then I'm probably going to do the same thing over here for stone, for bricks, I mean. And then I will think about sketching out the first train track all the way over here. But the copper build I will be doing off camera. I mean, it's going to be more of this. So you're not going to miss anything. As it's the same for the stone build, it's going to be more the same of this. So you're also not going to miss anything over there. So next time around, we are probably going to be booting up the heart of the factory for the first time. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Also, on a quick side note, I did make a copper outpost over here, for you if you haven't noticed it yet, because this copper outpost over here obviously is running out. Nevertheless, thank you so much for today. Hope you have a great evening. I'm fumbling the outro. I think this is the first time I'm fumbling the outro. Well, there's a first for everything. If you do want to support me, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this YouTube channel to something amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/WorldViking, where we do even more Captain of Industry, Factorio, RimWorld, and GTFO every now and then. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!